So, what's next for digital IDs in the UK? Well, we know that it's being peddled as convenient, secure, modern, blah, 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 blah. But digital IDs could become the biggest shift in personal freedom that the UK's seen literally since the 1950s. So, let's look at what's realistically coming, what digital ID really means, what's already being built, and what the future may look like for me, for you, and for all the other ordinary 9 to 5 folk out there. So, the digital ID push. The government has been quietly building the framework on this, or at least laying the foundations for a framework to be built for years, since before the Blair era. Gov.uk Verify failed, but new systems like OneLogin, they are taking shape. They promise to unify things like HMRC and tax and NHS and benefits and welfare, passports, DVLA, banking, even crypto when the digital pound comes out. All of these things under one verified digital identity. But the big sell, the pitch, if you like, is very simple, that you'll be able to access everything with one secure login. Just dab your thumb and off you go. And on the surface, that does sound brilliant. It's less paperwork, it's faster access, it's fewer scams, we hope. But behind the curtain of convenience, it's about control. Who holds the data, who can see it, what happens when it's used to decide your access or not to certain services. And this is a bit of a global trend now. This isn't just the UK. We might be forgiven for thinking it is because what's happening elsewhere is largely unreported. But the EU digital identity wallet is rolling out. Canada, Australia, Singapore are already integrating national systems. Digital ID is likely coming whether we like it or not by the end of this parliament. Now, the question is, in fact, two questions. The first one being, how far will it go? And I guess within that, there's another question, will there be scope creep? Will it start as one thing and evolve into something else? And the other question is, not if, but when reform get in, probably 2028, 2029, will they be in a position to simply redact it, take it away, and delete everybody's data safely and securely for it never to come back? Two important questions. I mean, for now, there's the issue of data surveillance and trust. Once every citizen's data lives in one singular ecosystem, the temptation for misuse absolutely skyrockets. Data sharing between departments, algorithmic decision making, even things like linking digital IDs to credit systems or social behavioral scores, all of that suddenly becomes possible and likely. The danger is that once this is embedded, that it's irreversible. That's the risk. Well, there is a comfort trade with this. We're essentially trading freedom for convenience. Sadly, I think that most people are just going to bend over and accept it because it's easier for them. But they're not looking at the bigger picture. They're not looking at the fact that every single click, it builds a profile. And that once trust in the system erodes, people will start finding workarounds, just like they did with cash in hand. And it's not just likely, it almost certainly will happen. So digital ID will massively shape, and probably not for the better, how we live, how we work, and how we prove who we are. In a current system where we've already got birth certificates, passport, driving license, and national insurance number. The question is whether we can build it with ethics and 100% accountability and transparency. And because it's a government thing, I don't think we can. I think it's going to quietly become a tool of control. I want to hear what you think. I want to hear your take on this. Will you be trusting a digital identity system when it rolls out fully? Or are you going to rear up like a horse that's been scared and just say no, hell no, and look for the door? I'm hoping that they delay it until after I'm 50 because I plan to not be in the UK after 50. So I'm hoping I can leave before it becomes a thing. And yeah, there we go. But what are your thoughts on this? Drop it in the comments, let me know. YouTube is going to put another video there. Like, follow, subscribe, ring the bell, all that jazz. Another video tomorrow. Goldman, peace out.